Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coin Lady channel. In a recent interview, Arthur Britto, co-founder of the Ripple project, said that he believes the cryptocurrency might be worth $10,000 in the future. In a globalized manner. Yes, Arthur Britto is being discussed, and not just as the co-founder of the Ripple service. It was he and two others who came up with the idea for XRP, including the XRP ledger. Out of the three people that created the XRP ledger, he is the only one who encoded the existence of XRP, the 100 billion, on June 2, 2008. The issue is that this is categorically not true. So I'm on the mop-up team today, but I'm still going to report on this because of how far-reaching it was. I hate it when stupid ideas spread without my having a chance to counter them. Plus, I was the janitor for more than just that. I'm assuming you've heard of HSBC. When measured by total assets, they come in at number 8 on the list of the world's largest financial institutions. And they published some things about the XRP ledger that, if you're new to crypto, new to the XRP community, and still learning, can seem pretty positive. Gobbledygook is a fun term to say, but using it in everyday life can be a bit of a challenge. This whole thing is a bunch of hoo-ha and horse-pocky. However, according to the Crypto Basics, HSBC has recognized the XRP ledger as a potential game-changer for international transactions. Let's get that straight. They aren't spreading false information or negativity. It's that they composed this piece, and it makes no sense at all. This is why we can't have lovely things, by the way, since it's going to be so much fun to play cleanup. Because of this, good things are beyond of reach. It really grinds my gears, but before I go any further, I should clarify that I come from no financial background. Nothing I say should be taken as financial advice, and you shouldn't make any purchases based on what I say, right? Just a hobbyist here that occasionally posts films to YouTube on various crypto-related topics. So there's no point in your reading the article, then. I'm simply letting you know once more. So, you've reached the online home of S&P Global Market Intelligence. Money is pouring in for them. Most, not most, enormous. It doesn't matter to me how deep the hole is. Here, you can see that HSBC, which ranks 8th in AUM, is not particularly proficient at, like, I don't know anything. Edo Farina, a member of the XRP community, thus, posted a short excerpt from an HSBC report. Not Edo Farina, but HSBC is the target of my criticism. But other than that, I'm a little shocked, and that's not a criticism of him as a person by any means. To be honest, I don't always agree with the views he expresses on Twitter. Since this is complete rubbish, I was shocked that he didn't argue against it. Here, however, it becomes clear that the distributed ledger technology and financial markets are not progressing as he said. We've included a screenshot of the relevant section of the paper that HSBC released. Ripple's XRP ledger allows for instantaneous international currency exchanges through the use of digital tokens. People, consider this. Did you notice the flaw in my reasoning? Since it's only one sentence long. And there are 3 major flaws in the argument. Seriously, how can you manage to make such a terrible blunder? That's some serious ability gone to waste. How could something like this happen? That's why I emailed Edo Farina here at HSBC to set the record straight. And I said HSBC has proven they can't be trusted to give accurate information. First of all, you can see for yourself that the XRP ledger, also known as the XRPL, is not a letter from Ripple's. It's not owned by Ripple, so the answer is no. It's not their books, after all. Only the XRP ledger is involved, not the Ripple ledger. That's item 1, and I'll add item 2 to this list. The XRP ledger does not contain any digital currencies issued by national central banks. Only the private, centralized, virgin version of the XRP ledger supports central bank digital currencies. So what if it says here that the XRP ledger facilitates instant cross-border settlement in the form of tokens representing future central bank currencies that will be CBDCs? To answer your question, no, according to my circle of friends. There is not a single digital currency issued by a central bank on the XRP blockchain. Palau is the closest country we have to that. Since the country in question doesn't issue its own currency, it is working with Ripple on a pilot project to introduce a government-backed stablecoin. You can see that the US dollar is in use there. In other words, it's the same as any other stablecoin. The fact that this is the first government to express interest in doing so is notable, but the fact that the coins on the XRP ledger are already stable is not. So, I don't understand why that was included with the XRP ledger? Certainly, that's an ideal solution. Technically speaking, XRP ledger is ideal for what they need. Because supplementary regulation is unnecessary. You can use your own centralized XRP ledger, which Ripple also provides. It's a different chain, for example, if you're launching a digital currency backed by a central bank. And in that sense, she will have specific capabilities that you just wouldn't have on the XRP ledger, such as the power to have rollbacks of transactions or print your currency into oblivion. I don't know who wrote this, but it amazes me that they think it's a thing. Finally, in point 3, I mentioned that XRP is the sole coin Ripple uses for OTL. So they're acknowledging the XRP ledger's cross-border settlement capabilities. They missed the scent of the fact that XRP is employed for that function. Plus, it's the only currency in circulation that serves that function. Fredo did respond to me, and at first he didn't appear to agree with me. However, I guess I convinced him, because he liked my comment afterwards. However, he emailed me, claiming to be the post's author and explaining that XRPL is the same thing as RPCA, making it the consensus method for the Ripple's protocol. Ripple Ledger is thus not an overly provocative name. The Ripple's protocol consensus algorithm is referred to as RPCA once again. He concludes that they had good reason to write what they did. Then he adds that individual ledgers are arranged similarly to XRPL. As a result, XRP will serve as the connecting currency for various payment systems. I had to argue with him a little bit because I don't entirely agree with him. It's not that I have anything against him as a person, but I just don't agree with him. This is the sort of thing that, if not corrected, eventually finds its way into the wider world, and I hope he will be willing to push back against it. As a result, it only encourages Bitcoin maxi trolls and confuses crypto newcomers who are interested in XRP. When he asked what I thought, I told him that HSBC had posted something like a Ripple's XRP ledger, which is not a thing that exists, calling XRP ledger, which, of course, insinuates centralization. In a nutshell, yes. Ripples, so the theory goes. And then I said, no, they don't get a free pass on that. The XRP ledger is more than just an agreed-upon algorithm, by the way. When he mentioned the RPCA, Ripple's protocol consensus algorithm, I decided to stop taking notes. Some individuals still use that term, but I rarely encounter them. In my experience, the term is as rare as the dodo, which is, incidentally, my favorite extinct alien species. Interesting information about your lunar family sedan host. However, so long as RPC8 is concerned, that is the agreed-upon method of consensus. Therefore, the XRP ledger is more than just its consensus algorithm. There is more to the XRP ledger than that. The XRP ledger is not the whole story. No, you absolutely cannot say that and get away with it. And to tell you the truth, I don't see anyone at all. I suppose you could discover it if you Googled it. But it's so unimportant that I haven't even committed it to memory. Nobody uses PCA, but everyone knows what it stands for. Recently, though, Asari reported what they were calling the consensus algorithm, and it seemed a little more clear to me, a POA proof of association. Honestly, it does make sense. I believe it would be best to stop referring to the decentralized XRP ledger by the name of Ripple's protocol's consensus algorithm. That's something I'd really enjoy. When no one is even utilizing RPC, it makes more logical to just refer to it as proof of association. Actually, I'm curious as to how many of you are out there. How many people here are familiar with the RSPCA? I'd wager that many of you haven't. That can be overlooked since there is so little demand for it. As such, evidence of causation is required. Considering the role of the egg in the XRP ledger's consensus algorithm, that makes perfect sense. In addition, I mentioned that private ledgers function independently from the XRP ledger. However, HSBC said that central bank digital currencies are settled in XRP on the XRP ledger. Totally ridiculous. For payments, Ripple only accepts XRP. The XRP ledger does not contain any digital currencies issued by national central banks. Okay, on to the next bit, and this is so ridiculous that I feel compelled to address it, since it has spread so rapidly and widely over the internet. I'll provide the figures, but you should verify them. This is where the main information is presented. Although it's cool to think that the digital asset XRP associated with Ripple could one day be worth $10,000 and be used on a global scale, Ripple Labs co-founder Arthur Britto has stated his belief that XRP was created with that price in mind. Britto says that reaching this goal is crucial, and that XRP must be scalable enough to support the world's total population of 7.5 billion people. A couple of notes, then. The XRP ledger and XRP itself were created by 3 people, one of whom was named Arthur Britto. We have to take it on faith that he exists because he is extremely reclusive, doesn't use social media, and has never allowed anyone to take his photo. Well, that settles it. However, he did help found Ripple. That means he's previously published online. In reality, he participated in XRP discussion as recently as 2013, at least. So, there are some things, but he hasn't done much in the way of online activity in what seems to be close to a decade. To be honest, I was dubious when a user in our community with the handle @CryptoGeek tweeted that anything is CryptoGeek, by the way. I believe this all started with a misunderstanding, but the meme quickly spread online and was picked up by crypto media. Since I'm only guessing, let me explain why I believe this to be an honest slip-up on my part. Although I can't account for why he wrote breaking when, as far as I know, Arthur Britto hasn't made any recent public statements. Not that I'm aware of either. It's possible I'm overlooking something, though. What do you guys think? If that's the case, it's not impossible. Perhaps I missed something, but he's quite private, so it's unlikely. And so the crypto geeks reported the news that Ripple Labs co-founder Arthur Britto had claimed, quote, XRP is built for $10,000 and must be expandable to accommodate 7.5 billion people into quotation. The only catch is that he never actually said that. What is attributed to him in that quotation comes quite close to what he actually said. This, however, was not what he actually said. What's really funnier is how this website, Crypto News Land, ran with that tweet as if it were true. Wasn't he lovin' as hell? You know, generally it's the folks out there and crypto media just small affectionately joke with some of them because there's continual errors, which is really something like you don't see in mainstream media. Indeed, a few errors are to be expected. But the amount of errors and misinformation in crypto media is just like, whoa, so I'll see students, but whomever wrote this is AF student that just stop, don't write anything that your writing privileges have been revoked by MUFON. Oh, that. Lisa. There you go. Someone from the Moon family has reportedly informed you that you are no longer allowed to write. Consider that. That's why I'd want to offer a chance. So, I pinned a CryptoGeek-inspired question mark as the source of his work. I was curious as to where this material was from and how it was being organized for ease of linking. Someone claiming to be a multi-hop XRP-L validator contacted me and accused me of lying in my initial post. Britto's original remark only dealt with the motivation behind expanding XRP to service 7.5 billion people and beyond. And he linked to this, so we know it's an XRP conversation. So, I located a handful of citations, and here's a link to Arthur Britto's exact quote. Sadly, I can't verify that it ever did, so I'll just assume that it does now. However, I have found multiple sources reporting this exact quote of Arthur Britto, including what appears to be former XRP community member Hodder, who, if you've been in the XRP community for at least the past half a decade, was one of the most well-known members at the time. And you did a fantastic job, and everyone here really liked reading your posts. To me, it seems almost certain that this is accurate, but here is what Arthur Britto actually said, quote, "Looking forward, the XRP ledger needs to be able to scale to serve 7.5+ billion people and even more devices." It's a shame he left, but he shared this quote. He had the exact same quote here, and he was known as trustworthy. It's possible that this is too much for the present account method to handle. This means that you should only make accounts for the people who really need them. As a new account mechanism, the reserve should help the XRP ledger better serve humanity by preventing the creation of unnecessary accounts. The XRP ledger is currently being developed for widespread use, which would make it possible for everyone to open an account at a reasonable cost and with the necessary performance for humanity-level service input. First of all, there is no mention of money at all, let alone $10,000 worth of XRP. So, in light of the planet's estimated 7.6 billion residents, he's discussing the importance of designing a system that can scale to accommodate everyone on Earth. That's how you should interpret it. He was not making a monetary comment. He's only interested in the XRP ledger because it's great for making payments in this region. Okay, Crypto Geeky Me wants to know where I got that comment worth 10 grand. Here's my theory. I believe this is the case because on February 18, 2019, a member of the XRP community named Mark Phillips published a blog. It cost $10,000 to make and was called XRP. You all know where I stand at this point. I say this with no malice toward Mark Phillips or anyone else who might disagree with me. The concept that XRP may be worth $10,000 is, in my opinion, completely out there in Neverland. I don't think it's even somewhat possible. Do we have any dissenters here? Not a problem. Right? With all due respect, I must disagree. However, I refuse to pursue that option. I've gone on and on about that topic. Because of this jam at room temperature, I'm going to wait. However, Mark Phillips has written the following. He explained that the goal of developing XRP was to make it an alternative to existing monetary structures in every market. Just pausing here. I mean, you can listen to David Schwartz, one of the developers, and he'll tell you that he and the other people that made XRP just wanted to make Bitcoin better. They were at a loss on how to utilize it. They were at a loss for what to do, so they formed a firm called Ripple to explore possibilities. Also, I'm paraphrasing, but I believe David Schwartz actually said something along those lines in a recent interview, maybe even yesterday. He literally said that, so it wasn't made to replace everything that has been listed on the screen there in the institutional retail financial system, and that's right out of the gate, like what he said in this video clip here. It was only a desire to improve Bitcoin, nothing more. But in any case, he asks how we know this. This becomes clear when one looks at how XRP is put together. One of Ripple Labs' co-founders, Arthur Britto, has a tantalizing comment that may hold the key. He stated that XRP must be expandable to serve 7.5 billion users in 2017. This comment is important since it shows how widespread Ripple's eventual adoption is likely to be. Let me begin by discussing the primary reasons why XRP was built to store $10,000 worth of value. There you have it. Mark saw the $10,000, but it was soon after he had posted a quote by Arthur Britto, so I suspect the crypto geek made a mistake. And I looked for proof on the web. So far, I've discovered this. For me, this is the only explanation that makes sense. Thus, I cannot say for certain that this was the cause. However, this was not expressed by Arthur Brenner. This is not meant to embarrass any crypto geeks who might be listening, but it was shared because they found it interesting. However, in just 2 days, it has been viewed 159,000 times. Now, just for the record, while I recognize that the act of viewing a tweet is not the same as the act of viewing a YouTube channel, let me clarify. On the other hand, my channel averages between 30,000 and 40,000 views every day. Even though it's an apples to oranges comparison, I can see why this gained 150,000 views on Twitter. Even still, it is a lot of ice to be contained here. And then I noticed the crypto media scooping it up, so there's that. To which I said, but no. Therefore, I understood that I must account for this. Indeed, that is the location. Again, I mean no offense to anyone I may be criticizing here. When I see things like these, I just have this overwhelming desire to correct the record. That's why I did it like this instead. Nothing at all bad can be said about any of these people. Everything I've written about is wrong, though. Indeed, they were completely incorrect. I am correct, damn it. Anyway, I'll end my post here. In terms of money, I am not an expert. Even if I'm right about something, you shouldn't reward yourself financially. And please like and subscribe my channel. See you in the next video, bye.